Good morning. Thanks for tuning in to Good Morning Bitcoin. This is Dale. Number 3. We're 3 in. You already know my right-hand man, LD. Good morning.
Good morning.
Coffee update.
4 cups, man.
It's, I'm almost starting to think that you're just lying.
I could be. You'll never know.
Never know until we actually are doing this live.
That's right.
Good morning, live. Coming to you from Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun? Nashville.
Should be all right. Did I sound like a radio voice there?
You did. You should start doing that on every episode.
Okay, I will. I'll just lock it in.
Yeah, practice in front of the mirror a few hours a day.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll start right away. Today is Wednesday, August 26th. We've got breaking news. Follow up from yesterday's show. LD, what's this breaking news?
We learned how to pronounce waifu.
And how did we come about?
I'm a curious guy. I Googled it, and you can actually get on YouTube and find people who have recorded short videos of themselves pronouncing just about any word you want. And that one was on there. I listened to a few videos to make sure everybody was consistent.
Yep.
And it's waifu. And that's pretty cool project too. You know a little bit about that one.
Yeah, it's check it out. It's pretty interesting. It's funny, the kind of the core guys that are with that were on my ass to buy, and I'd just gotten rug pulled from a couple projects. So not that I thought what?
OWO?
Yeah, OWO, one of them. Another one eventually later. But I had just gotten rug pulled from OWO, and the guys were like, you need to buy. And I'm like, no, I'll buy, blah, blah. And then I finally bought, and it was an instant 3X, right after I bought.
Nice.
So I owe it to those guys. But now what do you do?
Did it start off as a serious project?
No, I think
was it a serious project from the start?
No, I think it was kind of a meme at first. And then they saw the community just got crazy, very supportive of everything and stood behind it. And then so they were like, well, shit, we've got a strong community. Why not really take this to the next level? And so, shout out to those guys that are behind it. They're smashing it. So
yeah, that's great. I still have a little bag, a moon bag, for when it really takes off.
You have to. I saw Brenna Sparks was tweeting about it the other day. Yeah.
Well, then it's going to go somewhere, right?
She's killing it.
That's cool. So, yesterday we were talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum and what we were paying attention to. And I had to confess that I haven't been paying attention to Bitcoin at all. So I did a little research just to see what's been happening. And I noticed an article that said that the Bitcoin rich list is at an all-time high.
Wow. Over
2,000 addresses contain 1,000 or more Bitcoin.
Please.
It's kind of incredible. It feels really good to be in the top 5 on that list.
I was just going to say, how many of those addresses do you own? Probably 10.
Oh, man, I can only dream, I can't imagine what that's like to have that much.
And not only that, but you sit and think about it. And how many of those people there are a couple things come to mind. I know back in 2017, the hot topic was saying that these, I hate saying this term, quote unquote, OGs, because I think it's terrible, but, rightfully so. They've been around forever. But the early adapters will say, a lot of them say that they got lucky, blah, blah, blah. And, looking back at it, think of how strong of hands they had to have to hold on that long.
Oh, no kidding.
You say you buy Bitcoin at $2, just say, and, you double up to $4, and think of probably the age of these guys when they bought this. They were pretty young. So, that's if they put a $500 into it and watch it grow to 1,000 on a double up, Thinking back, that'd be hard for me to hold on to. And then you look at 100x,
Yeah.
1000x.
Yeah. I'm out easily. I couldn't hold.
I don't think I could either.
Yeah. I'd have to forget about it. It'd have to be on a wallet that I've put somewhere and it's out of mind. And then someone years later mentioned it and said, hey,
Uh-huh.
this is on the rise. Go check it out.
The only other thing that I can think of, and I have to give kudos to all those guys that held because they unbelievable, but the only thing I could think of is you get in so early that you just have a shit ton.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands or 50,000. So every time it doubles up, maybe you sell 500 and I don't
And you
know.
still got a lot.
Still got
Yeah.
a shit ton.
Yeah. You have plenty to go around.
Yeah. And so that's pretty interesting, but I don't know. Did you see that tweet that came out today by Cointelegraph that they said FTX, the exchange FTX acquired Blockfolio for 150 million, and then they said they're set to create a new trading experience. By the time that I saw the article, I clicked on the article and it had been removed.
Mm.
But it's funny you say that now. I click on it and it's back up. But anyways,
they're allowed to tell the news now.
yeah. Then I was going to say later that night, last night, Frank at the Block tweeted that it was in fact true, and they were acquiring them for $150 million.
Nice. What do you think that means? What's in store, do you think?
That's a great question. I have no idea how, maybe, I mean, those guys at FTX, Sam Alimeda or whatever, he is just absolutely smashing it.
Is he? I don't know too much about him or FTX, to be honest.
Yeah, all I know about FTX is that they have a lot of their perp trading and a lot of stuff like that. But they came out with a Uniswap perp. Was it 2 days ago? I think.
Okay.
But they're just smashing it. So it doesn't surprise me. And I don't even want to venture to think of what they're doing because who only knows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I have a guess, but I'm not going to say it.
How come? You can't tease the people like that.
Well, what if they do something like Robinhood, the Robinhood app? Because Blockfolio is kind of it's an app, right? I don't actually. It is an app. I know that. I have it downloaded. I have a watch list for my coins, but I've never connected it to any of my accounts or exchanges, so I don't know how that part of it works.
I'm gonna add some mystery to this, LD. The last paragraph in this article says, and I'm quoting, FTX has a regulated U.S. entity in the form of recently launched FTX.US, and the former, you listening?
Yeah.
And the former head of crypto at Robinhood, Sina Nader, has recently joined as its chief operating officer.
There you go.
There it is.
I didn't even read the article. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty awesome. That'll be, FTX is just absolutely smashing it. So it'll be fun to watch that unfold.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'll have to take a closer look at the exchange because I honestly, I never have. And I don't know why. It just hasn't crossed my path. So I'll take a look.
It's one of those where when it came out, just kind of like Bybit and Dudex and all those other ones where you're like, God, I should have shilled a ref link to that right away.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
It's just blown up, huh?
Shit happens.
Yeah. Did you hear about BOA?
I've said it before, and I don't really know a lot about it, to be honest. Okay. I know you and Ledger are really front running all that stuff.
We love that stuff. So Bill Drummond, the same guy who created ZAMP and Tokens of Babel, dropped a brand new project called BOA. And the launch itself in Telegram, he called it a stealth launch. And I understand why, because there was really no warning that it was even coming. He's been talking about this other related project called Ash, but nothing about BOA. It just came out of the blue, and there's a mad dash for it. And I managed to get a meager amount, very small amount. The number of tokens is 100. There's 50 circulating. Opening price, believe it or not, was around $7,000. And at what point it was at 90,000.
9?
90.
Oh, 90?
Yeah.
Holy
incredible?
balls.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And all the Uniswap buys are free. However, if you sell or transfer your BOA tokens, 1% of the amount is sent into a special tax pool. So that's the special feature of this particular token. It rewards the buyers, punishes sellers. And I'm sorry you don't have any at all. I've got a very small amount. I don't know what's going to happen to it, really. I'm not going to hold it, I don't think. It's such a small amount. I didn't want to be caught without, I was experiencing a little bit of FOMO because I've been so involved with Tokens of Babel and ZAMP. I wanted to have a piece of this one too. So I dove in and grabbed a little bit.
LD, I gotta say, you've just been absolutely smashing these plays, so it does not surprise me that that you are on the head of the game here on this one.
I appreciate that. And there are other people in that Telegram for Bill Drummond's projects that are way ahead of me. I can't sit in those rooms and pay attention all the time. So I don't get the word until it's later sometimes. But yeah, I do try. I've got some wins under my belt. Another one I can talk about is Om. Do you know about Om?
Just that it's been pegged a stablecoin today.
Pretty much. That's what Gainsey said.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because it struggled at the 40-cent level. But this is the token for Mantra DAO. This is a community-governed DeFi platform for staking, lending, and governance in the Polkadot ecosystem. And we've talked about Polkadot before. I feel like I talk about it all the time lately.
Yeah, you do. You've been, again, on the forefront of.
I'm a proponent, man. I think that there's something to it. In this particular token, I got in, not in the pre-sale, bought it, when it hit the exchange, the swap, and everybody was shilling it at the beginning. It was super hyped. A lot of influencers had bought the pre-sale and they were shilling it, and it's gotten to the 40-cent mark and just kind of hovered and wants to break free, and I'm looking forward to that day because that's nowhere near its rightful value. It's worth more, for my own benefit.
Yeah, please. It's worth like $10,000.
Each one.
Yeah. It's going to make BOA look like a walk in the park.
Man, I can only dream.
I don't know. It, the crazy thing is, we've seen cycles in the past, and, this cycle seems to be focused around DeFi. And one, the DeFi pre-sales, and I don't know if you saw the lid sale the other night. A good buddy of ours, Crypto Pepper, he's not in the U.S., but I was chatting with him at 11 o'clock. Well, probably 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and it was like 3, 4 in the morning his time, and he stayed up to get in the latest lid pre-sale.
Did he really?
He did, and he missed out.
No.
Yeah, well, part of the reason he missed out is because they sold 2,700 Ethereum in under a minute. They sold out. So he was pissed. Man, was he mad.
Yeah, I would be too. And that's similar to what happened to the previous pre-sale. Yeah. And I found out that if you stake lid, you get some kind of early entry into the pre-sales. At least that's the rumor. I read something about that. I don't know if that's true. I'll have to confirm it, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
So if everybody who's staking lid gets this early entry, then, it's going to sell out in no time.
Yeah. I would be furious, absolutely furious if that happened to me.
Yeah. If you stayed up that late and you missed it.
Yeah. Especially in under a minute. It's not like it was 10 minutes. It was a minute.
It reminds me of when I was younger and I would try to buy concert tickets
Oh
for,
yeah.
you
Oh yeah.
know, name any kind of major band. You try to buy concert tickets and they sell out in 30
First concert
seconds.
you ever went to?
First concert that I ever went to was a band called Bush
Oh yeah,
in the
Glycerine.
90s. Yeah, exactly. Bush
Machine
and
Head.
yeah. And they were, who opened for them? The Toadies. And they had a song
Toadies.
called Possum Kingdom that was really popular.
Um, you'll never guess my first concert. Kid Rock.
Oh boy.
It
I bet that was fun though.
was, dude,
Was
he killed it.
was his little sidekick, the
Joe C.
Joe C, was
No,
he there?
he had passed away.
Okay.
Aging myself here.
That's all right. I bet that was fun though. I'm sure he puts on a
I
great
tell you
show.
what, he might look trailer park, but man, that dude can ball.
Yeah.
Like, with his instruments and everything.
Yeah.
So
I've seen some clips. I've liked what I've seen. I mean, the music itself isn't, what I gravitate towards, but I'm always down for a good concert, no matter if the music is what I prefer or not.
Right on. Right on.
You know anything about Dot? You want me to tell you what I know?
Yeah,
about
you know
Dot?
a lot about Dot. So hit me with it.
I don't know about a lot. It's in price discovery.
We love price discovery
We
as
do.
long as it's going north.
That's right.
If
So this is another Polkadot token. So they're going to have to start paying me, right? Polkadot.
Yeah, we will take sponsorship.
Yeah, I think we might need to approach them and say, hey, LD keeps talking about you.
Yep.
Yeah, their native token dot is in price discovery right now. And in my heart, the target for everything related to Polkadot is just the moon. I think it's a project that's going to stick around. And if you haven't been paying attention to it, you should consider doing some research.
I feel like you're pointing your finger at me.
I am. Or I can do your research for you. And I can tell you after the call what my next Polkadot gem is.
Yes.
It's top secret.
One thing I want to talk about before we move into fun and games, someone had messaged me today and asked if, and again, I'm by no stretch of the imagination saying that I'm this genius person about the markets or anything, but someone messaged me in a group and tagged me and asked if I thought the Uniswap run is over. LD, I'll be curious to hear your opinion first before I tell mine.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's over, but I think it's cooled way down over the past couple of weeks.
Yep.
And I think we're going to start seeing some of the wins, some of your gains moving back to the centralized exchanges like Binance.
Yep. I think so too.
But I think that Uniswap is going to stick around. It's still a great tool for launching tokens. Yeah. So I don't think the run is completely over. I just think it's going to chill out for a little bit.
So I'm going to agree with you, and I'm going to elaborate a little bit. I felt like a couple of weeks ago, any new token that came on would, 3, 4, 5x immediately. And maybe before, some of them would rug pull, yes, but for the most part, they would kind of pump. And so then they said to me today, Dale, do you think the Uniswap is over? And I said, no, but like ULD, I do think it's slowed down, but I do think, and I had sent them 3 coins that had minimum 5x yesterday. The first one was, I found out about, and naturally I didn't hit any of them. But a group I was in called them Spider Finance. Someone called it at like 36 cents. And at the time when this person asked about it, it was $6.37. I don't know what it is now. Again, don't look at charts before 8:30 in the morning.
That's right.
And oh God, I'm trying to think of the other ones. Naturally, I can't think of them when I'm on the spot. But there was 2 other ones. Oh, Grow was one of them. It had 3 or 4x yesterday. And then the last one, I can't remember. But anyways, so they are still out there. My advice would definitely be to get in, take profit, and these Uniswap things aren't really something that you would want to hold overnight, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think there aren't many that are long-term holds, at least the things that are sort of launching out of the blue.
Yeah. So that's my 2 cents on Uniswap, and I agree with you. I think you're going to start seeing some of these profits go back to traditional exchanges. I do think the Uniswap interface, the Uniswap, just the whole process in place is going to be around for a while. I think it's pretty slick. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, easy to use.
Yeah. So funny games. We're going to do a little, I don't know if this is going to be, it'll be kind of funny, I think, but it's going to be a Family Feud style. I'm going to ask you a question. There's going to be, for the one I'm going to ask you, since you're a food guy, there's 6 answers. They pulled 100 people, took the top six answers. You ready? So you just got to guess. You get 3 strikes. Name something you might eat with a hamburger.
French fries.
Okay, that's the number 1 answer with 60.
Boom.
So what else?
Oh,
See if you can get them all without Xing out.
onion rings.
Onion rings is the 4th with 5.
Milkshake.
Eh.
I knew it, man. I knew as soon as I said it.
You got French fries with 60, onion rings with 5. 4 more on the board.
Goodness.
Name something you might eat with a hamburger.
Hot dog.
What the hell are you? You're eating a hot dog with a hamburger? You got 2 strikes. I don't know. The other 4 are kind of hard. One of them, I'll give you a clue. One of them's a condiment.
Oh,
And then
ketchup.
3 others are sides. And don't say what I heard you say.
Ketchup.
Eh.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I know.
What's
So the second
condiment?
one, I do not agree with. It's soup with 12.
What kind of poll is this? This
I
is
know.
ridiculous.
The third is
It doesn't
salad, which I don't agree with. The 5th is tater tots with 5, and then the 6th is pickles.
Oh my goodness. I did have tater tots in my head. I was going to say that at some point, but never in a million years would I have said soup or salad.
Super salad. I know who
terrible.
who thinks that.
I mean, I did say hot dog.
Yeah, the hot dog answer was pretty bad.
I don't know. I mean, my dad used to grill out hamburgers and hot dogs, and I'd have one of each.
I suppose. I guess that.
Right.
I don't know.
Not.
In a million years, I would have never said a soup or salad.
Yeah, that's terrible.
So,
I'm glad I'm not that person eating a hamburger with soup.
here we go. Here's our next one. Okay, asked 100 people. Top 6 answers on the board. Name a beverage some people drink exclusively with breakfast.
Coffee.
Okay, coffee's the number 1 answer with 31.
Orange juice.
Orange juice is number 2 with 30.
Water.
Water is number 5 with 4.
Milk.
Milk is number 3 with 16. You got 2 left.
Apple juice.
Eh. 2 left. What? Name a beverage some people drink exclusively with breakfast. Do you want a clue?
Yeah.
It's the worst fruit ever.
It's not the worst fruit ever. Grapefruit juice.
That's correct. With 6, it is the worst fruit ever.
And I get one more?
You have 1 more. And you want a clue?
Yes.
It's an alcohol. You've got 1 strike. Name a beverage some people drink exclusively with breakfast.
Whiskey.
Come on, think about it. Pretty
Alcohol?
easy.
Alcohol with breakfast.
Yep.
Champagne.
There you go. Bing, bing, bing. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Just
I
kidding.
wish I had my old
It's going
Soundtrack.
down.
Yep. Yelling timber. Oh, good old days.
Well, LD,
I did okay.
I think you did fine. You did good.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with it.
Yeah. So we hope you guys have a good day. Take it easy. Enjoy yourself. Get away from the screen for a while if you're going cray-cray. Otherwise, hit us up. Our Twitter is GM_Bitcoin. Good morning, Bitcoin. That's episode 3. Remember, tip your waitress. Don't eat beans with breakfast.
Never.
From LD and I, much love. Have a great day. We'll talk to you guys later.